Hi guys, Victoria Husid here, and in today's video we're gonna look at how to file an amendment tax return. I want to apologize for my video sound for the next maybe 6 minutes. I still figuring out how everything works, and I am so sorry. I'm gonna do better next time. Just hold on with me and like, share, subscribe. I hope you like it. Thank you. Let's look at amended tax return. This 2019, we are actually in 2020, but tax year 2019 been very interesting. A lot of people actually jumped into filing their taxes, or actually a lot of them jumped into IRS website and filled out this form where they don't file, and they just said we have no income, we want to receive $1,200, and they filled out these forms, which essentially is a tax return for 2019. But then, in a conversation, you talk to people and they're like, yeah, we are self-employed, but we made less than $5,000 a year, so you don't have to claim it. Well, if you're self-employed, you have to disclose to IRS your income and you have to pay tax on it. Even if it's like the question was that, oh, I made less than $8,000, and I was told that because I'm making less than $8,000, I don't have to file. Well, you don't have to file if you're W-2, because you already paid your Social Security taxes and unemployment taxes, and you still want to file because chances are you will get a refund from taxes that your income taxes that you already paid. There is a chance you will be eligible for earned income credit, so you want to file to see if you can get something back as a refund. If you're self-employed, meaning that you're getting income throughout the year, either it's your babysitting job, or you're a caregiver, or you're an artist, or you're doing something else, and you're getting paid in cash, but it's not big amounts, you still have to report it, and you have to pay tax on it in the end of the year in the form of self-employment tax. So this year, this situation happened. A lot of people jumped into filing non-filers, and now later on, when whole unemployment thing PUA happened, and all of a sudden all self-employed people are eligible to receive some money, people remember, oh, yes, I was self-employed, but I made only $5,000. You have to file an amendment tax return now, and you have to file it correctly, and you have to pay your taxes. So this video will show how to file an amendment tax return. For years, amendment tax returns you could not e-file. You had to send them via mail to IRS and Franchise Tax Board here in California. Happy year this year. I think every tax preparer said, yay, this year, because finally IRS is accepting e-file for amended tax returns. This year it's only for 2019 year, but they're gonna roll other previous year, 2018, 17, 16, later on, hopefully this year. And this is great news, because I am big supporter of e-file. I like to e-file. It gives you confirmation when you e-file, or if something wrong with your tax return, it gets rejected right away, and I can correct a mistake, ask the taxpayer about the date of birth, social security, asks again to verify something if it doesn't look right. When you mail in tax return, it takes weeks. It takes many weeks. In good years, it takes up to 6 to 8 weeks. Now it's COVID, people do not work, IRS doesn't fully work as well. It takes, last time one of my clients called, they told him up to 16 weeks to get your tax return process. So I'm extremely happy that IRS now accepting amendment tax return, and will take that it's only 2019. They have not started accepting it yet. I believe it's August. In August, they're gonna start accepting electronic copies. But in any case, I want to show you how to file an amendment tax return, at least on paper, where it goes, what you need to do, and hopefully, if it's something simple, you can amend it yourself and send to IRS and have your taxes taken care of. Again, you know, we go to school, all tax professionals. We go to school, we complete renewal hours every year, go through certification. Some majority of the time, just give a call to your tax professional and let them handle your tax returns, because it's not that simple and it's not that easy. But if you do feel very confident, if it's something simple, please follow many videos online. You can look it up how to do it and do it. But in any case, I urge you to do it rather than wait and not to do it and wait and see if something's gonna happen and you don't need to do it. IRS will catch up. IRS will catch up with your tax returns. There will be penalties, there will be fees, and you don't want it. Just take care of your taxes. Okay, now let's see what we can do in terms of amendment tax return. Hi guys, so let's set up a scenario for our tax return for 2019, and this is just an example to show you how to do an amendment tax return. Again, this is an example, and in order to do an amendment tax return, you need to have a base tax return, the ones that, let's just say, this person filed once they heard about stimulus payments and that people who usually don't file needs to file. So let's just look at this. We have Jane Doe. Jane Doe, she's a head of household. She has a child. So first name, last name, social security, her home address, presidential election campaign. This you can mark this, or you cannot mark it. It does not come directly from your money. There is a fund, and if you wish to participate, it gets taken out from that fund. Personally, you do not pay any money. So let's look dependent, and it's Jack. His social security, Jack is a son, and he qualifies taxpayer for the child tax credit. Let's see. So the lady marked that she does not have W-2s. In this example, let's pretend that lady does a babysitting job. It's a cash job. She gets paid. She does it once in a while for different people. So as often I hear, oh, I didn't make a lot of money, it was less than $5,000, I was told I don't need to file. So this is a scenario. So she has no W-2, so we put it as 0. Her standard deductions or itemized deductions form has this box where you can read. She's a head of household, so her standard deduction is $18,350. So we put it in box 9, and then it goes in box 11A. Because there is no income that she declares, there is no tax, there is no child tax credit, or there is no earned income credit. Again, those credits you can receive only when you earn some sort of a money. When you're saying you didn't make anything, you are not eligible for any of those credits. So in our example, there is 0 for everything. There is 0 refunds because there is no taxes paid, or there is no credits, and there is no tax due because there is no income. Let's just pretend that this is a tax return that was filed earlier this year, specifically for 2019. It was filed with IRS, and it's gone. This is it. This is filed. Now comes later on, let's just say it's March or April, and this Jane lady learns about unemployment, that now people who do make some money as a self-employed, they are eligible for self-employment, and she talks to other friends and maybe another tax professional, and she finally learns that she does needs to file tax return, and she does needs to declare money she's making because she's self-employed and she receives cash payments. Anything over $600 a year needs to be reported to IRS, and it needs to be paid taxes on. So now she needs to file an amendment tax return for, for the reporting purposes. Let's see how to do an amendment tax return having this form already filed. As a second step in amending your tax return, you need to create actually a correct tax return. So let's look at this one, and this one gonna reflect some self-employed income that the lady received. We, for the purpose of this example, we're looking only at the form 1040. So we still again have all the same information regarding her name, her social security, her son is here, her address is correct. She still has zero in wages and salaries, but she has other income of $5,000. Let's pretend this is just self-employed income from, let's just say, a babysitting job. There is no deductions taken. This is all the money she received. So it will go on line 7A here, other income $5,000, total income is $5,000, adjustments to income. So this adjustments to income, it's a 1/2 of self-employed tax, which gets credited back to you. So your adjusted gross income would be $5,000 minus $354, $4,446. Standard deductions still stays the same because the status has not changed. The lady is still a head of household. And it brings us to the second page. Here, taxes. Self-employed tax on $5,000 is $707. And this is the total tax for this income. Because this lady has earned income, she has a child, she's eligible for earned income credit. In this case, earned income credit came up to $1,573. Because a lady has a child, she is eligible for $322 in additional child credit. Two of these credits adding up to $1,895, which goes against her tax liability. $707 gets subtracted from $1,895, and it lands a refund for a lady of $1,188. So you see, even though she made some money and it wasn't that much, but she has to report it. And because she reporting it, and because it's a small amount and she has a child, she's still eligible to receive some money back from the government. Now, let's look how do you fill out Form 1040X and make an amendment with the IRS and submit this paperwork, because creating just this correct form is not enough. you need to fill out one form that's called 1040X that combines previously filed return and a new return into one form. So let's look at it. And finally, let's look at form 1040X. You need to fill out this form, and together with your old form, the one that was filled out, together with the new form, everything needs to be mailed to IRS. If you decide to do it by yourself, if you decide to do it with a tax professional, this will be e-filed for you, because as of this year, this summer, IRS accepting e-file 1040X for 2019. But in any case, let's look. So Amendment U.S. Individual Income Tax Return Form 1040X. You need to mark what year you're doing it. Again, it's personal information, social security, address. You need to click head of household. And on this form, let's see what you need to fill out. Your income and deductions. Because your income in our example is $5,000, is way less than a standard deduction of $18,350. First part, it's a negative income, meaning it's at zero. So first part, you don't need to fill out. Second part is a tax liability. The only tax in our example gonna be is a number 10, it's other taxes. Other taxes, it's a self-employment tax. And here it's on page 2 on the form 1040, line 15, other taxes including self-employment tax. Line 15, $707. So you will put in the second column. First column is original amounts. We had zero income, zero taxes, so everything's gonna be at zero. Column 2 is a net changes, and column 3 is a correct amount. So on line 10, correct amount is $707, and column 2 gonna be $707. Total tax gonna be still $707. Third part is payments. Originally we had no credits and no payments, so everything is zero. On the second tax return, the one that we actually correct one, lady had earned income credit of $1,573. Let me show you, it's right here, earned income credit, line 18A, and then she had additional child tax credit, 18B, $322. Going back to our form 1040, you would fill out earned income credit and refundable credits, $322. Line 17, total payments. So total payments were credits that, in our example, Jane received. Refund or amount owed, that's how you figure out what you owe. So line 19 is $1,895, and then the tax gets of $707 subtracted from this amount, and you have a refund of $1,188. Refund, this is our form 1040. We have a refund of $1,188, and we just putting it on the form 1040X. Basically, the 1040X is a summary of what was originally filed, what's corrected amount or what should have been filed, and any differences. And on second page, you would write an explanation of changes. Report self-employed income. Fill out and mail it in. I hope this was helpful. I know this is just one example. I try to keep it simple so it's easy to see how to fill out this form. But again, I highly suggest call your local tax preparer and ask them to fill out these forms for you, so you don't make any mistakes and you don't need to redo it again. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you.